In the trade war between the U.S. and Canada, our neighbors to the north have threatened tariffs on electricity flowing to 3 states, including Michigan.
So what could that mean for your electric bill? Well, Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker spoke to the head of the Michigan agency that regulates electricity. Ken?
Yeah, the chairman of the Michigan Public Service Commission says he's closely watching the tariff tussle between Canada and President Donald Trump.
You know, there's an old saying that nobody wins in a trade war, and I think this is evidence of that.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford has said the states of New York, Minnesota, and Michigan would face 25% tariffs on electricity that flows from that province. He said the tariffs would be implemented on Monday to push back on Trump's tariff plans. Trump originally imposed 25% tariffs on most imports from Canada and Mexico on Tuesday, but on Thursday said North American tariffs would be paused for a month. The Michigan Public Service Commission chair says very little of the electricity that flows through Michigan from Canada is actually used here. So the bottom line, he says, is you probably will not notice a difference. As a customer of consumers, I'm not going to see my electric bill go up 25% based on what Canada's doing.
No, more than 90% of the electricity for both consumers and DTE is either generated by the utilities themselves or purchased under long-term contracts, and so would not be affected by this.
He says he's more concerned about Canadian threats to actually disrupt the flow of electricity, which he says could hurt the power grid.
If there was an actual disruption, and I've seen those threats as well, that they would sever electricity ties with Michigan and other points of connection in the U.S., that I think would take away a layer of redundancy of making us a little bit more vulnerable, and that can have a big impact. So it's not just if they stopped the lights go out in Michigan. It's really about sort of overall grid resilience and an extra layer of security that would be taken away.
The MPSC says that while the tariff is not likely to hit the bills of consumers and DTE customers, it could lead to higher bills for customers of smaller electrical utilities that depend more on the wholesale market.